is a meeting of the Township Committee, February 3rd, 2015. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Star Ledger, the Independent, and the Tuber Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building, and filing with the Township Clerk on January 9th, 2015. Committeeman Fiore.
Here.
Committeeman Schaffenberger.
Here.
Committeeman Sedembrino. Deputy Mayor Massal.
Here.
Mayor Murray. Here. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our freedoms, constitutions, and way of life. Thank you. The first item on tonight's agenda, we have an introduction of ordinance 2015-3126, an ordinance granting renewal of the municipal consent to Comcast of New Jersey to construct, connect, operate, and maintain a cable, television, and communication system in the Township of Middletown. Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Schaffenberger.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massal.
Yes.
Mayor Murray. Yes. Motion carries to adopt, pass this ordinance on first reading for the public hearing to be held, I think is when we were doing March 2nd, 2015. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee to do a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 15-73 through 15-83, removing resolution 15-80 for a separate vote.
So moved. Second.
Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Schaffenberger.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massal.
Yes.
Mayor Murray. Motion carries to adopt consent agenda. This time we have resolution 15-80, resolution authorizing payment of bills for February 3rd, 2015.
So moved. Second.
Committeeman Fiore.
Yes.
Committeeman Schaffenberger.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massal.
Yes.
Mayor Murray. Motion carries to adopt resolution 15-80. We have agenda items for February 17th, which will include certificates of appreciation and proclamation for life-saving awards for Chuck James and Belford Engine Firefighter Matt Dykeman, administration of oath of office for police auxiliary graduates, and a proclamation celebrating the 100th anniversary of the U.S. Navy Reserve. We'll have public hearing on proposed ordinances 2015-3123, 2015-3124, and 2015-3125. We'll have consent agenda, which will include resolutions, bingo and raffles, and volunteer firefighter applications. For tonight's agenda, we begin with discussion item ordinance parking of commercial vehicles and trailers.
This, as you know, this was as a result of the discussion we had at the last meeting where some residents raised a concern about essentially a tractor trailer, or at least the front end of a tractor trailer, occasionally being parked on a residential street. So this ordinance establishes a weight limit that would allow modest-sized commercial vehicles, vans, and small box trucks to be still parked in residential neighborhoods, but anything over 16,000 pounds would not be able to. And this vehicle, particularly the cab alone, is probably over 26,000 pounds. So it would definitely deal with this particular situation.
And that essentially pertains to overnight parking.
Pertains to overnight parking, that's correct.
Okay. The next item is a performance guarantee release of Oak Hill Academy Greenhouse. We have the amending Chapter 127-24AA, a summer recreation program. Police off-duty rate ordinance amendment.
What's the change in the rate ordinance?
Excuse me?
The off-duty rate ordinance.
It actually just increases our off-duty collection rate. Ours is substantially lower than virtually any community around here. It's really just keeping pace. And again, the township gets a piece of that. This is for contractors. It wouldn't cost us anything. It's for road jobs, utility jobs, where our police have to go out and sit and do traffic control or just sit and oversee the work. It just brings our fees more into line with most others.
And just so everybody's clear, that, all that money goes into a fund, dedicated fund for equipment.
It does for the police department,
Yeah.
and the township share goes to the township general fund.
Okay, we have a dune protection ordinance.
This, as you know, we've been talking about this for some time, that we needed to have regulations about encroaching into dunes throughout the township. Now that our dunes have, for the most part, been repaired, it limits access other than designated access points, which will be established for each of the public beaches for Port Monmouth and for North Middletown. And it would keep people out of the areas that are not designated for public access.
And we have the CDBG 2015 through 2019 consolidation plan. For purchasing the brine and mulch operations for Public Works, the tree trimming services for Public Works, nutrient program services for Public Works, and rejection of authorization for rebid of MAC lobby improvements, and the GIS system renewal. Then we have LoSa. And now we have Township Committee comments.
Okay, I'm going to go with Committeeman Fury.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one comment, so that'll be very brief, and that was, just wanted to thank DPW, and also commend our Township Administration, Police, Fire, and everybody else who was here for the first opening of our EOC this year.
And hopefully the last.
And hopefully the last opening of the EOC in this room. But, you know, this was the first time I think we employed, I know we did it for the leaf collection, which I think went really well and was on time this year. This was the first time we employed the GPS systems for both the contractors and the township plows, and I think it worked tremendously. I think the feedback from the residents, we got a lot of great emails. I mean, I think the streets were done great despite the elements, so.
Just to give you an example of that, when we were here, and I can't remember if it was late at night or early the next morning, I lost track, but we got a call from somebody saying that they hadn't seen a plow yet, their street hadn't been plowed. So when we looked at the GPS tracking, it had actually been plowed 8 times. They just didn't happen to see it, you know.
It just makes it so much more efficient because we had the blowing snow, and now you can track it instead of sending people. It was a great investment. I know we could continue to improve upon it, but Ted, to your staff and Tony and everyone else, please, job well done. So, thank you. Go ahead.
Dr. Sharpler.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to echo those. And you know when you're in the supermarket and somebody comes up to you and you're getting nervous, like, uh-oh. I've had people come up and say, hey, the guys did a great job. So it really is good to hear. It's good that people notice it too. And that's the kind of thing that they will notice. So that was a tremendous job all around. It was nice in a way to have the day off and be able to get around town the way we did. So that was great. And the only other thing I want to say is about the Lions breakfast this past Sunday. I know Deputy Mayor himself and I were there, and it was a great turnout for a great cause. Do you remember exactly what it was? It was for, I think, sick children, right? It was an organization.
Jason Streams.
Jason Streams, yeah. So I mean, you could pick up on it, but great turnout, and the Lions always do a great job. They should really, you know, always give those organizations a great hat tip.
It's quite a deal.
Yeah. Right. So, and with that, thank you very much.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor.
I just want to echo Councilman Scharfenberger, Jason Streams, the Lions Super Bowl breakfast. I would encourage anyone to go. It's $10, all you can eat, sausage, bacon, pancakes, and it's a great event. The boy there had a long conversation with him. His name was Justin. He had a physical disability. The Lions sent him to Disney World. It was just an incredible event. He was 11 years old, same age as my twin boys, so he kind of hit home a bit, and he makes you be thankful for the health of your children. 2 other quick things, actually. This is unrelated to the township, but I went to the March for Life in Washington, D.C. On the 22nd of January, and it was my first time there, and it was absolutely one of the most extraordinary events I've ever been to. I think they said there was close to 500,000 people there. I was expecting, quite frankly, a bunch of middle-aged guys like myself and a bunch of priests. But the fact of the matter is, it was, the majority were college students, young women, young men. It was, you know, they were from all over the country. And it was just an absolutely extraordinary event. I would encourage anybody to go. I think the coverage that they got was ridiculously, you know, minimal. You know, I think Fox covered it for 12 seconds. MSNBC didn't even say it happened, and I think they covered the Al Sharpton event where there was 75 people. Said that there was a massive crowd there. We had 500,000 people at that event. So anyway, that's it. And I just want to congratulate the New England Patriots for probably the luckiest Super Bowl win ever, and I'm saying that jokingly because I have 6 brother-in-laws who live in Boston, and I'm not going to hear the end of it for the next
Forever.
ever. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Just to pile on the praise, I think everybody did such a tremendous job in the EOC. I don't know if residents realize that we do have people here around the clock, most times to late at night, early in the morning, and just tremendous cooperation from everyone. You have OEM, you have the fire department, the EMS, DPW, administration. We have our PIO who's in here tonight. She's tasked with getting lots of information out to the public and keeping everybody informed. And that GPS system, really just fantastic. Great job, Ted. Really got a lot of compliments, so, you know, you guys, fantastic job. And let's hope that we're going to have some fairer skies soon. So with that, I'm going to close public comment. My comment, what am I saying? And I'm going to open up to public comment. So is there anyone from the public who'd like to make a remark? Yes, Ms. Jones.
Hi, Linda Baum, 19 May Court, and I just have a couple comments. One is regarding some of the ordinances. There was one introduced tonight, so I know it usually takes a couple days once something is introduced for it to appear on the website. So I expect to see that, I guess, sometime this week. But also regarding 3 ordinances that were introduced on January 20th, I checked the web, they were on the agenda for January 20th, that is currently on the website, and I don't see the ordinances there, however. So I just wanted to let you know about that. I was hoping you could get those up on the website as well. And that's ordinance 2015-3123, 24, and 25. And one other comment was regarding the a resolution tonight, Resolution 15-73, a resolution establishing Middletown Youth as Athletics Advisory Board. And I just wanted to make you aware, I'm not sure you are, that back in April of 2012, there was resolution number 12-127, forming the Advisory Outdoor Sports League Committee. And since that was formed, I've never seen it dissolved, and no one has ever been appointed to it. So I'm not sure you're aware that there was that existing committee that was formed. Are these meant to be one and the same, or for different purposes?
This particular, I'm sorry, this particular board will be from the leagues themselves. They'll be deciding who they want to be their representatives.
It's only
From
youth
organized
leagues.
youth.
This one's only youth-based.
Only youth, right, only youth-based
That
organized
permit-
leagues in town that permit our
permits
fields.
Township facilities, which is different than the thought process of the committee we may have formed but never came into formation in 2012, which was more of an organized sports league of all sports leagues, including roller hockey and things that we don't permit facilities to. But we do have, even though that league does not, that committee was never fully formed, we do have at least twice a year meetings with all of those participants. This now just formalizes more for those that are utilizing permitted facilities outdoor.
And that was more for input from facilities.
Correct.
And things like that.
And this is only
The
youth-based
operation.
leagues too.
That
So that's
other
a
one had
differentiation.
men's softball and.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
Is there anyone else who care to make a, yes, Mr. Watson?
Yeah, my name's Don Watson, I live at 1 Collinson Drive, and I would like to say that during the first big batch of snow, the roads were plowed very well. I counted 5 pickup trucks came down my street to plow. You know, it took 5 pickup trucks, 5 passes to get the street plowed. And they did a really good job getting right up close to the curb. And, you know, I saw that you posted those GPS maps of where the plows had been. Is there any way to make them bigger? Because they were so tiny you could hardly see exactly where, you know, you just had a general idea where the map was focused on.
Well, we actually, it's the first time we ever did it, so yeah, I think we can make slightly zoomed in versions. It would just be more maps, so it's a lot of stuff to load up, but you know, we can probably make them a little bit bigger, but
Right.
they're still probably not going to be to the level where you're going to read street names. It's
Well, if
really
you could-
more
if you-
people to orient themselves to their neighborhood.
Right. But if you could PDF it, you know, make an Adobe file out of it, you might be able to, you know, blow it up that way.
Right, I'm just saying they're not still going to say street names on them, though. You'll just have to know where your street is.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit better than getting a magnifying glass out, looking at that. And, I noticed the, resolution tonight appointing Heidi as, the registrar of vital statistics. The resolution reads that we don't have a health department. And, we have a director of the health department.
I think you might be referring to the regional board of health that we have.
I think it's in the second paragraph of the resolution. I don't have the resolution in front of me. It says it,
No local board of health.
right.
We don't have a board of
We don't have a
health.
board of
We don't have a
health.
board of health.
Well, but we have a health
We have a
department.
health department. There used to actually be a board of health with members on it that used to
Okay.
make decisions about things.
All right,
It hasn't existed in a long time.
right, okay. I was just a little curious about that because I did see we had a health department.
Yeah.
Do.
That
We
doesn't
do.
constitute a board of health.
No.
All right, cool. Congratulations, Heidi. I think that's all for tonight. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Any other members of the public wishing to make a comment? Okay, seeing no other members of the public wishing to make any comments, I move to close public portion and adjourn.
Committeeman Fury.
Yes.
Committeeman Sharpenberger.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Massell.
Yes.
Mayor Murray. Yes. Motion carries to adjourn.
All right, they want